Welcome to Unfiltered Discussions. You got Nash in the building.
Got Ash in the building.
Hmm. Today, let's talk about why do you feel like self control and emotional stability goes hand in hand? What's your take on that?
Well, for one, if you're not emotionally stable, how could you have self control? That's
Mm-hmm.
first of all. When you don't even understand how you feel, that means when you don't understand how you feel, that determines how you react to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So, reacting in ways that are aggressive or whatever the case may be, that goes to show that you don't have self-control. It could be the smallest thing and you're reacting to things that you have no business reacting to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even down to relationships, right? Like a lot, like some people in relationships, male or female,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have self control. They don't know how to control their urges, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might see a male walking down the street, female walking down the street, and you looking and you're not even realizing how you're reacting based on what you're saying. At this
Mm-hmm.
point, you're looking around, and it takes your significant other to be like, "Yo, what's up? Like, you don't see me sitting right here? You staring all at her physique and
I'm
everything. What's good?
hollering.
What's
Mm.
good? You don't have no control
Mm-hmm.
here. What's happening? Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Even down to boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Lets people know that they don't have about self control. When you don't have clear boundaries, that also falls into having self control as well.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have clear boundaries, that means that you're gonna go and do things that you have no business doing. You're breaking rules.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just basically like the surface off of that.
Yes, 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 I agree. First of all, I'd like to point out, I love your hoodie.
Oh,
You know,
thank
the
you.
Silent Footsteps way.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to self control, for me, it's like a bigger picture, right? Like I always say, I got too much to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I react to this in this way, this on the line. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And so often people push and prob and push and prob, and you like, damn, especially when you big on respect and principle,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like everything on the line. My respect on the line. It's the principle behind it on the line. But then everything I sacrificed and work hard for is on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So then it's like emotionally you have to be you gotta be self aware, right? And know what things trigger you, right? And so often we really don't know because we can see something on the news clip and they be like, Dad, that guy snapped out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that, but he's a productive citizen. You know, you see him, he do everything he's supposed to do the right way. What happened, right? So then
Mm-hmm.
when we say we're emotionally stable, but are we always emotionally stable, or is certain things that would bring something out of us and we instantly snap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because again, if you're big on the principle behind things, then a lot of your when you're supposed to be thinking in the right space, it goes out the door, right? It
Mm-hmm.
goes out the door. Then if somebody is tugging with your emotions about things, especially in an intimate relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so much DV going on right now in Philadelphia and
Mm-hmm.
around the world, period. And it's like that. Well, what happened, right? And yes, self control is extremely important because it you can flush any and everything down the drain if you're not in control of your emotions. But it's like, is that something that could be taught? Yeah, that takes discipline, right? That takes experience. That takes to be in certain situations. Some people got to lose everything, and then they be like, "Damn, like I'm not gonna allow myself to get out of character no more." I literally like bust ass. I sacrificed all day for this, and now it's all gone. All because I couldn't control how I reacted to something or someone, right? Even down to when I see road rage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta laugh because I recently just seen a road rage. No road talk,
Really?
right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, are you didn't even think. I'm literally at a light and I see two women going at it, right? And then I look over and there's a kid crying.
Mm-hmm.
And normally I see stuff like that and I go about my day and about my business because it's not my business, right? But then when I see a kid, I guess the social worker in me kicked in.
Mhm.
And then when you think about it, you're like, damn, why did I get out there? But then, like I said, I seen the kid, and the kid was crying all over the place, and I'm like, yo, your
Mhm.
baby, like, stop this, like, your kid is right here. In my mind, I'm like, dang, now, what if the driver of the truck would have shot the mom up? Because of course the mom was on 1 million. And I understand again the principle. Why are you
Mhm.
trying to run me down the road? I got my baby in the car, blah blah blah. I get all of that, right? But was it easier for you? You could have just pulled over and let her go by.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Just pull to the side and let her do whatever she wants to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cause
But mom didn't think at all in that situation. She just was
no.
in protective mode. That could have cost her life, her child being taken away. It was so many ways that could have played out.
Yeah. Because oftentimes we let our emotions overpower our intelligence,
All
right?
day long.
So when it comes to self control, a lot of the times people are not even thinking about the consequences of their actions. They're just reacting, right? And a lot of the times it takes for something to happen for you to become aware of certain things and become aware of what is triggering you. It might take that one event where you have to sit down and really think and focus and regroup, because a lot of the times you might feel one way for the moment, for just for that little bit, and then later on you be like, "Dang, that's crazy! I didn't I didn't even have to react that way. Why did I do that?"
Exactly.
You know, and oftentimes people react off of anger. There's no in between. Some people go from 0 to 100, and there's no in betweens, and you be like, "Well, damn, how did this even happen or occur?" Because they went straight up, and it could be the littlest things. A lot of people don't even realize that they're ticked off by the littlest things, and they react off of things that they have no business reacting off of. And you're looking around, and it's like, wait, the average person on the outside looking in is like, hold on, like, are you aware of how you're reacting in certain situations, and do you see the behaviors that's happening here? And a lot of the times when you have someone close to you and you see somebody reacting like that, and you try to bring that up, sometimes people get very on the defense and be like they get offended. I'm sorry, they get offended by what you're saying, and they're not aware. They're in denial. They don't think how they're reacting is something wrong with it. They don't see an issue with how they react to certain things. They don't see it a problem, you know. And oftentimes people have mentioned it to this individual on how they're behaving, how they're acting, and how the consequences of their actions, like all that kind of stuff. How you could be in jail behind your behavior, all kinds of stuff.
Take me to jail.
Lock me up. But it's just sad because that self-control piece is important, you know, especially even down to little kids. You see a lot of children out here doing certain things, and you hear their age and be like, dang, this little boy was 12 years old. What was he getting into? Why was he acting like that? Why? You know, because it starts at home, and you don't have, the parents don't even have self-control. So let alone letting teaching our children how to deal with their emotions, being able to be expressive, and telling them it's okay to express them with themselves in healthy manner. Because a lot of people don't know how to express themselves in healthy ways. They think that arguing is the way,
or elevating your voice is getting your point across, when you don't even realize people are already shut down. When you come aggressive and you come projecting negativity, nobody's even listening to you. They're assessing the situation to see how they need to react to you or remove themselves, so they don't even know what you're saying. So you're really wasting your time. You know what's so funny though, when it comes to self-control and along the lines of men, their pride and their ego, right? It's like, I'm a man. Ain't no man or no, they're not gonna speak to me like that. They're not gonna do X, Y, and Z to me. My reputation on the line, you know, my manhood, everything's on the line right now. So I'm gonna act out around here, right? But you gotta really, really, really be disciplined. You really gotta be structured in a way that, think about it. Like, a person that's in their right mind wouldn't even put themselves in certain situations. First of all, we don't even be realizing who they're dealing with, right? People do the craziest, stupidest things to people. And it's like, damn, you don't even know who you're doing that to. Do you know this could end bad, right? And again, it's all about off the principle and respect. That's all it always draws back to. Like, I don't play that. And nobody likes to feel like somebody's playing with them, right?
Oh, no.
Nobody likes that, but that's where it comes down the line that if this person knew better, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now, right?
No.
So let me remove myself. because I'm not going to jail. I'm not. I work hard. You know what I mean. I like the life that I live. You know, and I want to continue to enjoy my family and friends. You know what I mean. My significant whatever I got going on, I want to enjoy what I got going on. I don't want to go to jail overreacting over your bullshit, right? That's why a lot of people you see they just instantly snap. You like you say go to 100 because it's like the audacity of people.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing that? But think about it. Sit back and think about it. It's not. It's really, really, really don't even be a. Especially when it's a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the big ones. A lot you see a lot of people react so crazy to a stranger's behavior, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you don't know this person's mental health. You don't know if this person had a bad day. They could have just buried their child or their parent or their significant other. You really don't even know why they're in the state that they're in right now. And not to justify their behaviors, but at the end of the day, you got to think outside of what's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's where their emotional intelligence comes in. That's when that self-discipline comes in. That's when that self-control comes in. Because nobody in their right mind is walking out the door to start some bullshit with somebody or to go up to a complete stranger and don't know the reaction. Because I'll tell you all day, you can act a fool with people you know because you know how they're gonna react.
Mm-hmm.
The real test coming when you take it and carry like that with people outside because you don't know their reaction. The people outside ain't gonna take it easy on you.
No.
I love you about you, and I'm gonna meet you where you at or above where you at. Because depending on how you coming at me. But if I got love for you, I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm more lenient towards you. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, it ain't that deep. I'm making justifications for you out of the love that I have for you. But a stranger, I'm on what you on, right? But that's when you got to grow and learn who you are, what you're dealing with, and what's surrounding you. Because right now, society is in a really, really bad state mentally and emotionally. We have suppressed 500 murders in the city, and a lot of that stuff could have been prevented. I'm not even going to lie, down to the domestic violence ones, and that's the thing, and that's what the controlling the emotions. If somebody doesn't want to deal with you, you need to leave them alone. Yes, it hurt, whatever, but leave them the hell alone. How you so wrapped up in loving somebody that you don't love yourself more, to the fact that you would literally kill this person and go sit in a jail cell.
That's the sad piece.
That's how you know it's deeper than what's on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and even down to these young boys, like I said, their pride, their ego. Y'all don't even own them street corners. Y'all don't own them block. First of all, I thought that shit is played out. That shit back in the 70s, 80s, all this turf stuff. What's even really happening? And like you said, to touch on what you said about the households, kids are learners, right? By behaviors, by what's in their environment, right? So a lot of the stuff that kids do is learn behaviors. If you ever see a kid mimic, and the stuff we laugh about it on the internet, right? We see a little girl walking around high heels and her purses and being grown and beating a kid. Whatever she's doing, she's basically a reflection of what she sees and what she's taught on a daily basis. Even down to the young boys on there, we kiki about it, but they got on chains and pulling money out their pockets and acting on macho, whatever little weird stuff they doing up there. But people think it's cute. No, they're mimicking what they see, right? So if you really, really think about it, if you pour into your kid on a positive note, on an educational note, because I'm big on education, right? It's major and it's needed, right? For children, for adults, because like we always say, remain teachable, right? So you could teach somebody literally anything. But it's up to the individual, the parent. Your kids don't even know what you did, what you showed them.
That part. I mean? But it goes along with, a lot of people don't know how to deal with conflict resolution. Some people are not even taught how to deal with situations and things of that nature, but it comes with being humble at the end of the day. I won't say where, but I had a situation where somebody was hooting and hollering, screaming to the top of their lungs. And I'm looking, I didn't even say nothing. Because they were looking for a reaction because they were having a bad day. And that comes with knowing who you are as an individual, right? And not allowing people to upset you and get into your inner peace. I don't need to be upset. I don't even need to get myself all worked up. I got up quietly and walked away and separated myself and removed myself from the situation. And then I ain't got it to give. It comes along with just knowing who you are, understanding what you're triggered by, understanding, the things that you don't like, right? So once you get into your triggers and understanding what you're feeling and why you feel the ways that you feel, that determines how you're going to react to situations at the end of the day. Whether it be your workplace, whether it be at your local supermarket, whether it be anywhere, you know, the drive through, wherever, you know, because a lot of the stuff we tend to take personal that we don't need to take personal. Like she said, you don't even know this stranger. It could be that one triggering event that will be the tip of the iceberg, and next thing you know, it's a crime scene out here, and they be like, well, damn, it was only over the fact that this person beat them in a line. Wait, what? They think it was more to it.
Oh,
it was small, but it was more to it. At the end of the day,
that pushed them over.
Absolutely. So this is why a lot of different things is going on. You're like, Dad, are you serious? Wow, it wasn't even that deep. You know, it wasn't even that serious. You know, and a lot of the times when it comes to, you know, self-control and being able to be emotionally stable, for instance, right? A lot of the times when things are going well, going good, you don't know whether you're really stable emotionally or not until something shakes you up, or a monkey wrench is thrown in there, or some things going on, right? Or some stress is added on, or you start being overwhelmed. Stress and things help. Like going through certain situations help you, you know, with emotional stability. It teaches you how to deal with situations, you know, because you don't even know, you don't know. Things are going good, you know, and there's some people that never really had to deal with the emotional BS from other people. They didn't have to really deal with, you know, being hurt, deal with, you know, being, you know, embarrassed, certain emotions, those type of emotions, all types of stuff. So some people haven't been in situations like that to know. I can laugh about this situation. I was somewhere again, and these two ladies was arguing over a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why are they arguing over peanut butter and jelly sandwich? But I gotta remember the field that I'm in, you know, and the fact that I'm dealing with people who have a history of substance abuse, and the fact that they may have started substance abuse early. So that was something that you would see in the adolescent years, right? So they missed out on dealing with those type of situations when they were younger. So they don't know how to deal with conflict, you know. So a lot of the times, if you started young, you know, using, you don't know. You might have started at 14 years old and beyond it, and now here it is. You may be 40 or 50 years old, and here it is, a small situation like that happens, and you're finding yourself overly upset behind something that it is not even that serious, you know. So
that's wild. That sounds like a survival thing, though, right?
Absolutely.
That's like, it's mine. Like, I fight you nail and tooth because it's mine, right? So that to me really sounds like some survival tactics that they were using at the end of the day. And yes, of course, the drugs and stuff plays a major role, right? Because when you wipe out, because you think about it, when you're deep in your addiction, your everything that's reality is suppressed, right? So of course I can't match what's really going on to where I'm at right now, because it's been suppressed for so long. It's like hitting a pause button on your life, right? And then pressing play once you're sober. And it's like, even with all them years passing by, and people think you're cognitively there, but you're really not even there, right? That's deep. That's deep, because only somebody in a professional setting can understand the levels of those behaviors. Other people would tell you to that little crackhead, that little drunk,
putting labels,
whatever they
people
think that these individuals are acting like. And yes, they may, like I said, have a substance abuse problem, and you know, well off into being sober, or you know, still fighting their addiction. But at the end of the day, they're still people, right?
And they fighting trauma. Not to cut you off.
Absolutely, but you know why? But we already know that goes hand in hand. Trauma is the reason why the drugs is in place in the first place.
Absolutely.
Why they're drinking, because they're trying to eliminate that pain, eliminate that whatever occurred at that moment, and people don't really understand that.
No, they don't.
Whatever incident happened at the age of 8, 12, 4, or 5, even though the person may be 40 or 50 years old, they're still in their space right there, right? And if you haven't healed, if you haven't dealt with it, if you haven't got your therapy, if you haven't really said, you know what, I'm going to face what happened to me. I'm going to take control back of my life, right? So yes, some people then when they get into that sober space and they got to really think about what really transpired, That goes back. That's why so many relapses, because who can really deal with some of the shit that they've been through?
That part, and the fact that
Yeah.
these people are dealing with their traumas that they're not ready to address. So at 40 or 50 years old, they're not ready to address the emotional aspect of it all.
Absolutely.
They're not willing to identify their emotions. They're not willing to put themselves in a position where they're vulnerable, right? And goes back into survival mode. These are things that may have happened during that traumatic experience. So they don't want to feel like they gonna let somebody take advantage of them again. They don't want to feel like somebody's doing something to them. So of course, there's no in between. So of course they're not thinking about these certain things that's going on when it comes to substance abuse. But it's layers to it, and people fail to realize that. And then the first thing people want to do is label the individual based on what they do as far as their substance abuse go. You can't go around labeling people because you don't have no clue as to what people are dealing with and why they're dealing with the things that they're dealing with at the end of the day. So self-control, that piece, is not there at that point. So even
emotional stability.
Exactly. So even down to even having self-control, because if the self-control was there, they would know how to manage their emotions, be able to maintain sobriety, and all these list of other things that come along with it. Because we could go all along with this all day long,
all day long.
But that's just basically the gist of it all.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it takes other people that are dealing with certain individuals to step outside of stuff, because like I always say, it's not always about you, right? Because like I said, if somebody can be a ticking time bomb and you don't know this person from a can of paint, and it's like, damn, this ain't about me. This literally is not about me, but it could cause me everything. If I react to you right now, everything that I ever worked for is on the line. Am I holding the risk there? Because I gotta sit back and go tell my people, oh yeah, this chick I was in the line or whatever, this chick got smart with me. Oh, I was doing, and somebody like bumped right into me. And that right there is something so hard to master, the react. And I've spoke about this so many times sitting on this couch. When you're a reactor, that is the biggest challenge in life. I'm not even going to sit here and lie on this couch right now. Like, to have the ability not to react to something, to feel like, oh, this shit getting over. Or I'm letting somebody say that to me. Did I just lie about me? Wait, who is she talking to? Excuse me, I'm standing right here. You know what I mean? That right there is like, it's easy to spit it out your mouth because you're not in the moment, but to actually be in it and really don't react to it. Now let's get clear about the differences, right? It's one thing to be in a situation and you don't react immediately, right? You try your best to avoid it, right? You go around and you gotta chuckle a little bit to yourself because you're like, they got me fucked up, right? Like, you really got me fucked up right now, right? But me being self-aware and emotionally stable and emotionally intelligent, I'm gonna, maneuver around and remove myself, right? Now, if I have done everything in my toolbox to avoid you and you still continue to come upon me or do things to me because you think it's sweet because I let you slide, then now you're leaving me no choice.
Now you're provoking.
Now I'm left without a choice, and now it's self-defense.
Yeah.
Because why are you doing that? I have literally let you have your way. Now you're trying to back me in a corner. And now I'm not allowing
and you leaving me with no choice.
Now I have to react to you.
Yeah.
As much as I try not to do that, you just insist upon bothering me. Why is that? Why is that?
And it's sad.
But people will do it because they say, oh, that bitch weak, or that nigga sweet, or I'm gonna do such and such to the boy. And then people are like, oh, he shot him up. Damn, she beat the shit out of her. Yes, because I've backed up. I've used all my tools, and you continues to bother me. What's up with you? See, that's that preying on the weak, the vulnerable, or whatever you think these individuals are. And it's weird, again, it goes back to that individual that's inflicting these things upon people. It has nothing to do with the people that's receiving the treatment. It has everything to do with the people that's putting it out there. So yes, in life, it's extremely important to react and not react. To
Yeah,
certain
because
things.
it, and when you say that, of course, now you're in a mindset of, all right, let me go ahead, let me remove myself because I'm trying to pick and choose my battle at this point.
Yeah, then you have a situation like that in the
Yeah,
parking lot.
yeah. I had to think about it because because of my past. I don't know what happened, but now I'm more like in tune to what's happening here because I'm not trying to lose everything that I work for, right? I was so pissed, and then the fact that I had my child with me too, I said, damn, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. So it was like, had I got out there, then the cops would have, like, a lot of stuff like that. So, that's why I said when certain things happen or transpire in your life, it helps you along the way to determine whether you want to react to this or you just want to go ahead on about your business. It took a lot out of me, but I had to like walk away. I was pissed.
I know. It's not, we can laugh about it now, but
I was pissed.
When I tell you, I love a good laugh. I do. I mean, the viewers might not know it, but listen, I love a good laugh.
People are insane, right?
Oh,
And then
absolutely, they trying to intimidate.
Now,
right?
then when you keep doing that, right? Mm-hmm. Now, after a while, now you got to give a person everything that they looking for, right? Because now I didn't sit here and maneuvered around and here with it. Oh, right.
That's deep.
Like what? But you know what I thought about with self-control? I thought about attention seeking.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a lot.
Look at me. I'm making a fool out here. Any attention
you gonna do
negative,
jump flips, back flips. Yeah, you see it a lot. And that goes with self-control too. Mm-hmm. And it goes with being emotionally stable because a lot of people have some deep-rooted things going on upstairs that and it's the stuff that be going on the internet. You be like, wait.
Yeah.
This is a classic case of attention seeking. Mm-hmm. You know, like you don't have no self-control if you got to get out there and put yourself out there and act like a park ape out here, right? In order for people to see you and validate you, because a lot of that attention seeking stuff goes with self-validation. Mm-hmm. You don't approve of your own. You want to get out there so bad so people can see you. Like, oh, I see such and such. You like that attention, whether it's negative attention or positive attention. You get out there. That you don't have self-control. You don't have self-control to the point where you'll get up on the internet with money. You'll literally probably go to the Mac machine and draw all your money out just to go take a picture on the internet. That ain't so. If that is poor self control, I don't know what that is. Because people
it's leaving yourself as a target.
That part.
At this day and time, that's not a good look.
No.
Right? Because at the end of the day, people could assume you have a million things. People get killed off assumptions, right? Mm-hmm. But to actually inflict something like that upon yourself is an idiotic move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's up. It is. Mm-hmm. You should be able to do whatever you want to do, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But in this world, really, people are hurting for a quarter. They would kill you for your shoes on your feet. They don't give a damn what they hurt you about. They killing. I could have a bag with nothing in it. You want to hurt me for my goddamn purse that ain't even got. You don't even know it's a couple pieces of tissues, a peppermint. You don't know what's in my goddamn purse. But you're willing to hurt me, often an assumption of what you think that I have.
You don't know what's happening, and that be the sad piece about it all. And you just look around and be like, "Dag, you really, really decided to go ahead and get this, whoever it is, for a." And nowadays it's sad because people don't even carry cash on them for real. Mm-hmm. Like, come on.
Nah.
Come on. Let's just be realistic here.
It's obsolete, but people still they don't care.
It's the mindset at the end of the day.
Anything to get a bug or a head or a quick buck, they don't even care, and it's like it's not cool. It's not even worth it. So my thing to people out there is, you really got to do some self work, right? Everybody, even us sitting on this couch. You have to constantly work on self, right? And know what you are triggered by. We all have triggers. I don't give a damn if people say, oh, but that don't bother me. Yeah. Something bothers you. Mm-hmm. And once you realize what that thing is, or those things, because sometimes it's not just one thing, it's a multitude of things that bothers people. But if you are honest with self, if you're able to be self-aware and able to say, you know what, it's a bigger picture. It's not even me. It's not even about me, right? And you got to be able to control yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically, right? Because I didn't really touch on that piece because I know you spoke about, men gawking down at other women. Like, if somebody's
Yes.
with their, first, I don't give a damn if I'm walking down the street alone. I don't want you gawking your eyes out
I
at me.
don't think it's.
Yes, we all have eyes and we can see, right? So yes, yes, people are attractive or whatever the case may be. And yes, a lot of people do have nice shapes, or a man might have nice legs or nice whatever they got going on. I don't really know. Because
Oh,
the name issues ain't JBT. I don't know what they got, but I'm just saying,
but
though,
that's
right?
but that's the truth.
And that's where so you have to have some type of self control. First of all, it's embarrassing. Like, to be with your significant other and you're gawking down at another woman or man. What's up with you?
And even on a alone tip too.
Yeah, but that's the real test when you're by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's when you really are tested to see what you're really standing on for real,
Mm-hmm.
And then that draws in the loyalty, that draws in the respect you have for who you with, that draws in so many different things that's required in order to have that self-control, right? Because again, I have men come up to me all the time, oh, you're beautiful, thank you. I take the compliment. I don't feel like, oh, what? No.
No, that's just.
Thank you. Then they'll ask me, they'll proceed to say, are you single, you married? Yes, I am. No, I'm not single, but I'm married or I'm taking whatever I choose to pick out that day, whatever comes out the box. But it's never single. Yes, I'm taking yes, right? So, and thank you. I thank you, lucky dude. You're beautiful. Enjoy your day. Thank you. You smell good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like everybody want me, right?
No.
And even if you are open and saying, listen, you look good, or you're a beautiful woman, or you smell good, or you dress nice, whatever you say, thank you. A compliment is not, I'm not getting all in a bunch about a goddamn compliment, right? Because then that's when shit turns on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What? And now the nigga feel like he, excuse me, not a gentleman. Like
Now a nigga.
Feels like he has to disrespect you.
Yeah.
Which is now no self-control on his part or yours.
Yes.
Because you didn't have to react like that. It's not that deep. It's a goddamn compliment. Yes, you should be glad somebody wants you. I look good.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
But it's funny that you say that. And then on the flip side, you have some the females too, but you have some men that'll say some inappropriate things out there, and a female will choose this. Some females will walk and act as if they don't even hear it because they're not react. I'm not reacting to that.
A different situation.
I'm not reacting to that.
Or whatever they want to say.
But that's that self-control piece, because some men act as if they never seen a female before. And,
I hate that.
And
that gives me pervert and predator.
I don't like it. You know why? Because that is a form of a sexual harassment, and this is what some men fail to realize, and some females too. They might see something, and they start talking about their, genitals and things of that nature. Like, this shit is not cool, right? That goes along with self-control too, and it's like, what? Self-control, you have lack of self-respect. And then here it is, if a female choose not to even engage in that inappropriate, and they keep moving because they already know what's going to be, F you, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you. You weren't cute anyway. But the fact that,
bitch.
But it's just sad because some people don't have that self-control, and it's inappropriate. And why do you think that somebody's supposed to be so, and that's inviting? That's not inviting. That's not okay. People that don't like that. But here it is. You have people that want to continue to do that. And it's not cool.
All day long. That's what they do all day long.
But that self-control is very important. Very important.
You have to have, in order to reach certain levels in life, you have to have self-control. Whether it be over your physical body, your mental, and your emotional, right? Because, like I said again, and I can say it till I'm blue in the face, not being self-control can cause you everything. It can cause you your relationship, your career, your livelihood, however way you want to put it down there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have that self-control. You have to be aware. You have to do all the above in order to survive out here. And like I said, most people think that, oh, I'm loud and I'm aggressive and I'm, not me per se, I'm saying speaking in
Mm-hmm.
general. People think that if they come with that type of energy, that people are going to back away. Oh, here come the big bad wolf in the room. No, nobody. Man, listen. I put it to you like this: it's the end of 2022, right? If you are in a space where you're allowing somebody to intimidate you with their loud voice, their choice of negative words, and their idiotic, childish behavior, you must be crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all could get loud. We all could say some fly shit about our mouth. We all could do a million things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna think that you're shaking any feathers with that bullshit, like ain't nobody buying that. Nobody. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Because really, a person that's about their business is doing more action. They're not even speaking. They're not even talking to you. They're assessing what's happening, then they reacting to you.
Because I don't even hear you at this
Nobody
point.
got time for that. Nobody has space for that. Nobody feels like that, and that's why a lot of people get cut off. That's why a lot of people get disposed of because of your behaviors. Nobody got to tolerate nobody's bullshit. I don't care the nature of the relationship. I don't care what it is. If you're on some BS, you're done. You're done. I ain't even giving out explanations no more. You're done.
Bye-bye.
You're done. Oh, she don't talk to the shit. I sure don't. You're done. You're done. I picked up what you was putting down and I removed you. I got to remove myself. I removed you. You're done. See how quick that happened?
Bye-bye. See you
Ain't
later.
even no second thought because again, once you learn certain things, once you are growing and grasping what you have learned, because I always remain teachable in any situation, and that's what I do. I'll just remove you. And so, with that being said, y'all already know how we do, right? This is Nash signing off.
And signing off.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.